Hello people, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sorin and I want to make a video about the gift terminal because this is such an underrated mechanic of the holidays. Why is that? Well, last year we obviously had pretty much the same rewards as we have last year, but there was a hidden vehicle under the gambling section of this. Well, the vehicle itself was the object 283. You could only use the tokens that you receive from the missions, and on top of that, you could just trade your resources for a chance in the gift terminal. And how you'll do that? Well, you obviously get tokens, and you will trade 2,000 materials for one chance to press the button, the red button. They'll take your token away, and you'll receive either a good price or a bad price. And the good price were either 5 battles rental in the object 283, like I have on my account. I have 45 battles that I played 5, and I still have it as a rental. And on top of that, 11% that was the chance of getting the vehicle. It was either getting the vehicle or getting the reward. It was another, I think, like maybe a 10% chance of getting the vehicle for good, to keep it as forever in your garage. So literally, like really low people got, I think it was like not even 5,000, 10,000 people managed to get it off the terminal. I'm not really sure, but it was a really low amount of vehicles that were held forever. But the vehicle was managed to be sold in the loot crate, I think, in Waffen Trager events. So at some point in life, it made it back to the game to be available for not for trading your millions of resources, because some people bought hundreds of euros of worth of crate just to get the object 283. And I'm talking about community contributors and probably some tank collectors. But what happened this year? Things change, and I want to show the official article. So last year we had obviously the 89% of getting either free XP, the Mountain King credits, some reserve, the garage slot. Actually, the garage slot, do I have the garage slot now? I'm not really sure, I have to double check. Once again, 50% to XP, pretty much like the low boosters, a large repair kit, which is like literally a waste of resources. A random director is always nice. Random director equipment, training booklet, training guide, which I think that was for 100,000 XP, and the booklet was only 20,000, which once again is pretty useless. And one random piece of class 1 equipment, which pretty much was 300,000 credits. I mean, getting a random piece of equipment is 30 times better than getting either a large repair kit, a first aid, a large automatic fire extinguisher, and so on and so forth. And obviously, the rare gift with the object 283 for as a rent or as a permanent, which as I mentioned, it was I think a 10% chance of this 11. Actually, it was an 11 chance of getting the rare gift. I think it was like a 10% chance of getting permanently and a 90% chance of getting it as a rent. So that's what happened to me 9 times. But this year, pretty much the same. Actually, they removed the manual. They removed the big one, so they kept pretty much everything rather than the big manual. But instead of, actually, they lowered the chance. I mean, the chance of getting something not rare, it's up to 91%, whereas last year was 89. And right now it's a 9% chance of, it's like 1 into 10 openings to get yourself components for experimental components, actually for experimental equipment, which is roughly 100 scrap or whatever the currency is. The fire control system, which is pretty much the equipment, mobility improve system, and survival improvement suit, which once again, those are the equipment. So that's enough of the article. Let's go ahead and open some of those 23 terminal rewards. I'm gonna open them later. I mean, like I literally have one more mission to do. You could get like 28 tokens by just completing the mission, and what else? You will get them by doing the segments. I think the red shortcut will give you something. That I don't think the chef will give you anything, but yeah, I mean, you'll get some also for going up the festive atmosphere. So yeah, you could get yourself interesting rewards. I mean, like this year they removed the equipment as well. You could not get the class 1 equipment, which is a bit sad, but because I bought so many tanks, I really need the 300,000 credits. And I know I'm a really greedy man, but it is what it is. Let's get buttoning. So unlike last year, you could just click again and you'll stop the animation and you will not have to wait that much. But for the sake of it, we're just gonna see what's going on. 15,000 credits. That's much better than only one large repair kit. Come on. Oh, the mounting. This thing is actually really good because it's roughly translated to 30 gold, and whereas I'm not using the what's called the magnificent War Plus, those things are kind of running low on from me. Next, another 3D mounting. It's actually very nice. True training booklets. Whew, I didn't expect to be two of them in one click, but I'll take that. That's very nice. Come on, give me 3 times additional experience better battle. I think that's 50%. So another 3 hours, so 50% more. Actually, no, is that the big one or no? No, I think the big one is 100%. This one is only 50. Once again, true training booklets. That's very generous of wargaming. And we got ourselves a vent purge, which I think it's 10,000 10,000 credits. I mean, I never use because I have like thousands of them. Training booklet from Poland. That's very nice. Come on, can we get the scrap? 30,000 credits. Now that's something very nice. Keep this thing up. Another training booklet for USSR. A large first aid kit. That's not really helpful. I want the scrap. 2 first aid kit, okay, that's better. Better 2 than 1. But I really want the scrap. That's another 20,000 experience for my crew from Sweden. 2 automatic fire extinguisher. Yeah, that's the right mood, but 3D mounting kits, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Come on, give me the scrap. There we go. A garage slot. Now that's what we're talking about. 250,000 credits. That's better. Finally, there is the mobility improved system tier 1. Obviously, get tier 1, you don't get tier 3s. Getting tier 3s will be pretty broken, but obviously you have to start from somewhere. Another 3D mounting kits. Come on, can you get another? That's 100 scrap. They changed it to red, but 100 scrap is the same as you'll get on if you break down the equipment itself. So I don't know why they market it as a legendary, but it is what it is. We get another 2 large repair kits, and come on, another large repair kit. Come on, give me the scrap. And looks like no, only automatic fire extinguishers. So right now we run out of them. So at the end of the event, we are gonna trade for maybe 2 for 7. Actually, 2 for 9. 13, 15, maybe another 15 tokens to get ourselves like another 200 scrap. So I've been speaking all time about this scrap and this pieces of equipment, but in reality, what is this all about? Well, if I go to my Lorraine 40T, you can see yourself the fire control system. So as you can see, there are 3 stages. The stage 1, which receive it's giving us 6% aiming speed and 7% dispersion lowered. The tier 2 gives us 7% at 7% aiming speed and 9% dispersion. And if you upgraded it to the level 3 for 2,000 scrap, you can get yourself pretty much the same as an enhanced lane drive, and they improved the rotation mechanism. So once you get them to level 3, they're actually starting to be a bit better, but they're still something not overpowered. There are only 3 pieces of equipment right now at the moment where I record the video, and you can actually check them in your actually it's here. No, next, yeah, to equipment, and you can check all of them here. As you can see, I think around 100 of those gift terminal stuff. So I got myself like some of them. I got pretty much like at least 7 mobility systems, 9 survival thing, and the fire control, which probably I'm gonna break them down. How do you break them down? You just click this button, and as you can see, you can just break them down for 100 scrap each. So in theory, you need to break down 20 of those to get yourself to update from level 2 to level 3. And on top of that, I think to upload from level 1 to level 2, it's another 400. So 24 pieces of equipment traded for a full tier 3 piece of equipment. So yeah, it's a lot of investment into this equipment. And on top of that, you cannot disassemble them. To disassemble, actually not to disassemble them. How do you call it? To remove them for your vehicle, you don't use the demounting weight. You instead use the scrap. So it is a bit sad, in my opinion, but it is what it is. So this is how to use the gift terminal. Hopefully it was a bit informative, and hopefully it cleared the fog from some of you. So yeah, hopefully guys, you might have enough amount to depot. As you can see, it's costing 50 scrap or whatever that is to demount it. So probably you got enough scrap to update them to a level 3, because as I mentioned, as a level 3, those things are getting quite okay. I mean, they are not like overpowered pieces of equipment, but they get the bonuses of, for example, 2 equipments in one. They don't give you full 100% like you'll have a vertical stabilizer and a turbocharger, but they give you like half of them. So if you have a tank that needs only tiny touch a performance of like a turbocharger, or tiny touch better gun handling, something like whatever that is, the what is it, the mobility improved system, that might be the best for you. So without further ado guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you legends around.